Alright, hey guys, me Phoenix here guys. So guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about the 2019 AFC Asian Cup. You know guys, it's been really a long blast and I've been really excited to talk about this, and despite not me watching the games and all that good stuff, I'm still trying to cover my best, I'm giving predictions, I'm looking at the results, and I am genuinely interested. As a new spectator myself, as a neutralist, I am enjoying this tournament. So let's go ahead and recap the round of 16 and give you guys my new up-to-date, and will I change the predictions I made prior? And also go over how many I got these correct, okay? So the very first fixture was Jordan versus Vietnam. I actually predicted Jordan to advance. And because Jordan topped the group, guys, they topped the group, which was a huge surprise. And they had the defending champions, Australia. Keep that in mind, guys. Australia was the defending champions, and yet they still lost to them. And Vietnam, man, you pulled up a stunner. I mean, this team could very well be the dark horse. They came third in their group, guys, and they suffered. Sorry about it, guys. Lately, the weather is just, I feel like it's been affecting me so much that to the point where I'm coughing so much. Hopefully, this cold weather can end. This really cold month can end, because, like I said, this is really cold. And I'm coming from a person from the south, so even that's saying a lot. So, yeah. Like I said, I am genuinely surprised that Vietnam did beat Jordan this one. I am surprised because I predicted Jordan to win this one. Because Vietnam, guys, they only got a 2-0 win against Yemen and only barely scrapped through, guys. It was one of the best third-place teams, guys. And they only did it because of disciplinary record. Basically, the yellow card rule that Japan went through in the World Cup 2018 against Senegal. And basically, that, in my opinion, is pretty stupid. Like I say, it's not what I want, it's what FIFA wants. So, of course, this is how good FIFA's going to do it. I mean, obviously, I know FIFA's not responsible for this, but you guys know what I mean. Quite honestly, I do think it's pretty stupid to do that. What they should have looked into account was corner kicks, like the amount of possession you had or something, or the amount of shots on target or something, but not this way. Not fair play. So yeah, I got this one actually wrong, guys. I actually got this prediction wrong. The next fixture was Thailand versus China. I predicted China to advance. Despite Thailand doing pretty good at overcoming their manager, I still think China were a lot better, though. I mean, longevity-wise, I'd still say it was a very close match. In fact, I think it did. China only just scrapped through because of a penalty kick. So, Thailand also, it was a really close game as well. So, it was not obviously really straightforward for either of the teams. But at the end of the day, China advances to the quarterfinals. Okay? After a 2-1 win. Okay? Ooh, 4-3. Hopefully it stays that way. Yes, it does end up being a 4-3 win. So anyway, the next fixture was Iran versus Oman. I predicted Iran to win this fixture, and it did work out. So I'm 2 for 3, guys. Japan versus Saudi Arabia. I forgot what I predicted here. Let me go check my old video and see what I predicted. I think I said Japan would go through, I think. Maybe I said Saudi Arabia. I'm not really sure of which one I said. I completely forgot. Okay. I will be right back, guys. Okay, anyway, so funny enough, I was actually watching my old prediction video, and I said penalties we needed to decide for the Vietnam versus Jordan fixture, and it actually did happen. What? So yeah. Anyway, so moving on. So the next fixture I predicted Japan to beat Saudi Arabia. Actually, Australia versus Uzbekistan. I predicted Australia to go through. Okay. And the next fixture, I predicted United Arab Emirates to go through against Kyrgyzstan. And last one, South Korea. I think I predicted South Korea to win. Oh, Qatar. Okay, so actually, I think I got all these correct except for the first one. Wow. So I'm 7 out of 8, guys. 7 out of 8. Guys, I didn't really watch any of the games, so I'm sorry I didn't really, go into depth with the games. But you guys can watch Dominic Rich. He's been a huge follower of this tournament, so if you really guys want to check him out, I would highly recommend doing so. I just want to let you guys know what I feel. Okay? Alright, so now we are into the quarterfinals, guys. Okay, so the quarterfinals. The first fixture is Vietnam versus Japan, guys. So who do I think will go through? Well, Japan has not been very convincing in this tournament, to be honest with you guys. Even though they won the group, and they did win against Saudi Arabia, it was a very convincing win, and it was only just a 1-0 win. 1-0, guys. Keep in mind, this was the same team that almost beat it, Belgium. So it is very interesting to say. Could this be the end of Japan's run, or could they make it to the semis? Oof, I'm doing so bad in this dribble race. You guys can watch me fail. So, and Vietnam only just scrapped through the group with a third place finish, and they only just won against Yemen, which was a pretty easy team to beat, to be honest. Then again, it was Iran or Iraq were very tough to beat, and Vietnam, they did win their knockout stage, but it was by the slimmest of margins. So which team do I think will advance? I don't know. But if I have to be completely honest with you guys, I do think Japan will go through this one. Japan, I'm not saying Vietnam will. I'm not trying to write Vietnam off by any means necessary. I'm just saying is that it's more likely Japan will win this one, okay? Vietnam could possibly pull up another upset here, but I am leaning towards Japan in this one, and I think Japan will win this one once again, like maybe on penalties or extra time, maybe just a 1 goal in regular time. I don't know. So yeah, I just can't see Vietnam really doing this again. I mean, Japan's a very well sided, and Japan has been very threatening. Now, Japan hasn't even lost a game in the 2019 AFC Asian Cup, so it'll be very tough to beat them. We saw how they did against Iran and Iraq, so yeah. I do reckon Japan will make it through. Now, the next fixture is China versus Iran. Let's see. China got second in the group with South Korea, and they looked okay, I guess. They looked pretty good, I'd say. And they just did win against Thailand. Then again, they did win thanks to a penalty call that was awarded in the 71st minute, so. And Iran has been really dominating lately. They've topped the group. I don't think they've conceded a goal, actually. Yeah, Iran has not conceded a goal, guys, if I'm not mistaken. So it will be very tough. But you guys kind of obviously know where I'm going in with this. Iran will win this one, obviously. It's a very obvious one. I'd say Iran will win this one, okay? What's the scoreline I'm going to predict? I don't really care about scoreline. I'm just going to do it just for fun. Just for kicks. I'm going to predict this game to be a 2-0 win. I'm going to go for a 2-0. South Korea versus Qatar. Now, this is going to be a very interesting fixture. Both South Korea and Qatar have been South Korea has done really wonders. I mean, they won. They haven't even lost a game, and they actually did play very well. Despite topping the group and all that, they don't look that really that good. And Song Heung-min is a huge difference maker for this team, particularly. Like, I'd say it's a completely different team without him. And Qatar has been flying through, guys. Qatar has been flying through, and I don't even think they conceded a goal either. Qatar has done great, guys. Qatar opened with a 6-0 win, then did a 2-0 win, and then did a 1-0 win. And they followed that up. Qatar did against 2-0 win. So Qatar's been really looking like a threat to be looking for. And I think my gut is telling me on this one, I do think Qatar will make it through. I think Qatar will just beat South Korea, honestly. No. South Korea could maybe pull off a stunner, but I just don't think South Korea will beat this. This will be a huge test for them. And I don't know. I just think Qatar will have a much easier task. I mean, I'm looking at the results, and South Korea only achieved like 2 1-0 wins. And then in the next group stage, they achieved they did a 2-0 win against China, and then they just did a 2-1 win. So they've been winning by like 1+1 goal margins. Okay, except for that China one. That's the only exception. And Qatar has been winning by huge amounts. I know it's not really the best way to make comparisons, but come on, I don't really follow these teams like that. I don't know these teams that well, so I'm gonna just lean on Qatar in this one. I'm gonna go with Qatar. I'm just gonna go and say Qatar will win this fixture. Like I said, I don't really care my predictions. I'm just trying to tell you what I think will happen. Okay, and next, the final and last but not least fixture is the United Arab Emirates versus Australia. Keep in mind, guys, United Arab Emirates topped the group with a win against India and 2 draws against Thailand and Bahrain. And they won their round of 16 fixture against Kyrgyzstan. 3-2, actually. So, and it did go to extra time. And Australia, keep in mind, guys, Australia is the same team that backfired in the thing. Like, they narrowly won the penalty shootout, guys, against Uzbekistan. And I'm looking at their shots at target, and man, they had so many shots. And keep in mind, guys, Australia came second in the group. They lost to Jordan. If my gut is telling me on this one, I'm going to pick a shock result, guys, and I'm going to go with United Arab Emirates on this one. I just think United Arab Emirates will go through, and I think Australia will just miss out. I just don't think Australia will be able to, do it again, you know. I mean, you saw how difficult it was for them, and how the injuries, barring them, is just really killing them right now. So I do reckon United Arab Emirates will make it through and to the semifinals of the 2019 FIFA. I mean, why am I saying FIFA? 2019 AFC Asian Cup. Okay. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think what do you guys think? Now let's go look at the semifinals real quick, just for fun. So I predict Japan will go through and Iran will go through. So that means Japan and Iran will face each other, I believe, right? How do you... Wait, I want to check something real quick. How do they determine who goes play the semifinals real quick? Okay, so the winner of 46. Oh, okay. So the winner of 46 goes against the 40. Okay, that's what I expected. Okay. So Japan will play Iran, Who do I think will make it through? I think from that fixture, let alone, it'll be very tough. It'll be a very tough fixture, and this will basically determine their spot in the finale. I think Iran will win this one. Just barely, and Japan will make it. Sorry, Japan. I'm really sorry, but I do think Iran will win this one. And Qatar versus the host nation, United Arab Emirates, I do think Qatar will win this one. And I'm going to go for Iran versus Qatar as my finale, and I'm going to pick Iran as my winner. I would really love for Iran and Qatar to win. Either of the two teams have been looking really great. United Arab Emirates should get third, and I think Japan will get fourth. There's no third place match in this World Asian Cup, which is also kind of strange. So let me know, guys, what you guys think for the predictions. So I'll just go ahead and recap my predictions real quick at the end. So I predict Japan will beat Vietnam 1-0, I guess. China versus Iran, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Iran. South Korea versus Qatar, I'm going to go for a penalty shootout, probably maybe extra time. I'm going to go for a 1-1 in extra time in 4-2 on pens, PKs. Okay. Australia versus United Arab Emirates, I'm going to pick 1-0 after extra time. So those are my predictions, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I'll be back at it again on Saturday to give you guys my preview for the semifinals, which will be January 28th and January 29th. January 28th, so the semifinals. Both of them will take place at the same time, apparently. So obviously, it'll be very difficult for me to watch. So basically, the same time. So basically, I should give you guys my predictions for the final that Monday. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, guys. Peace out.